think, and we can continue. Alrighty, so Jackalore is finally here, so let us declare for the next round, I believe. So, Robert, last round I had your character work to put out a fire, so this round you would only take 2, or rather 1, I should say, point of lethal if you fail to put the rest of the fire out. Most of it is out.
I'm going to try and heal, but, well, actually, would I...
If you do
Well,
that, you
you're on
lose your
fire.
celerity dice.
Yeah, you're on fire right now. It's not exactly
I still have celerity dice, even if I don't...
No,
heal.
if you don't have any blood in your system, you're not a ghoul anymore and disciplines can't be used, even passively.
Still, there's more dice if I'm at wounded. This is -2. It's the same amount of dice either, right?
Mm-hmm. Might as well save it just in case you need it or something.
And ghouls are tougher, so you're less likely to bleed out or collapse into shock or things like that.
Yay.
So you kind of want that blood in you.
So yeah, what is it to essentially put out the fire? Dexterity, athletics, or something?
Yes.
Okay, I will roll out that.
Once your turn ticks around.
Yeah. You know what? At this point, I might sort of spend willpower.
Okay.
Better upload that.
What?
You know what? I think I can do it that way. That should be fine.
Okay, so who has the better base bonus? Probably Mark. Here, he has a bonus.
I have a plus 12.
No, I mean between the 2 Gangrel NPCs that would be declaring on this round.
Ah, yeah, don't know.
It has magic dex.
That doesn't count, that just gives auto successes still. But yeah, he would be moving first, so... Oi... Okay, I think I know what Estelle would try to do. I think she would split a half to essentially put her body between any blow from Mark towards Connor, and the other half to strike at Mark. And just pop a bunch of blood into Fortitude, because this might hurt potentially. You know, Mark is gonna accept the challenge. He's gonna put... Gods, he would be at full because there were those 2 werewolves there, wouldn't he? In fact, he would probably... Yeah, he wouldn't have probably bothered to buff any further. I mean, shit. He has a chained beast. We're just gonna retroactively say that he did buff, but... essentially to 6 and that he's full, but we're not gonna try and retcon any of those rolls because I didn't think that through. So Bacon gets to live. But essentially what he's gonna do is he's gonna accept the stealth challenge. And he's gonna put 4 points into activating Fortitude and 2 into activating Celerity. Reserve 1 Celerity for, well, claw on claw blocking action, I suppose. And his main action and the second Celerity on smashing Estelle's face in. Because fuck that gangrel bitch. Actually, let's see. He has spent 2 of his blood per turn, so I'm gonna say that he is gonna buff an extra point of strength, because if he doesn't take her down, he's dead. So his strength would be at 7 for the next couple of turns. There. The Mimic. Jackalow, roll 1d10. Just for that hot furry on furry action. Okay, the Mimic is pretty full, that means, which means that it's not interested in eating people, which means it's moving towards the bigger threat. It won't move towards Marcus, cause fuck that, which means that it's probably gonna be Georgia that it comes after.
Yeah. My plan is still to go down the hole, isn't it?
That is up to you, and you can declare it after all the others have declared. So,
I mean,
for fuck's sake, wait for your turn. Connor.
I still have 1 turn of sanity left.
No, that last turn was your turn of sanity. But you can spend the willpower to essentially act normally. It just won't count as success towards interrupting Rotrek.
Okay, so I use 1 willpower, and I use my turn to take out the fire off my clothes.
Okay. That will be a Dex Athletics roll when it's your turn. So, Marcus. Well, Mimic's gonna go after her. What do?
Mimic going after her. For one, keep the fire on it. I don't think that actually requires any particular roll or anything.
We did say that it does because it's fire that fights back.
No. Action. It does require a roll to, keep it on it, right?
I don't remember if we said it required an action. I think we said it did, because it's supposed to be like this overwhelming slow thing. I think that's how we used it last time.
We go over it.
I mean, we came up with our own rules before. Remember last time when you were fucking with a Mimic? I remember you just standing in a cloud of darkness and just burning it while it beat on the ground helplessly.
Against some tentacles too, so yeah. But at the time, it didn't matter if it took an action or not.
I think we said it did.
Okay. I guess that's what I'm doing then.
Yeah, sometimes I enjoy the freedom that the system's given me. At other times, I'm kind of like, come on. Couldn't you be a bit more specific? But yeah, it does sound like essentially it's a continuous attack. You're slamming the flame repeatedly into whatever you're attacking. And the advantage is that you can just keep making the attack bigger as it goes on over time. Okay, so do you want to move up and slam it with your tentacles as well, or are you gonna keep your distance?
Attacking somebody else. Might as well try and go get it.
Okay, and Georgia, it's coming for you. There's fire on it. What do?
there's fire on it, there's the smoldering thing, and I know I could probably pass through it and go down the hole. I will pass through it and go down the fucking hole as far away as I can get from it.
Okay, the hallways there are very narrow, even more so than here, and twisting, so give me a Dex Athletics roll at 6 to see if you can maneuver there while just running as quickly as you possibly can.
And because I do need to declare blood expenditure, just 1 blood point towards,
So,
the
a
flame.
friends, would the frenzy beast buff anything? I would say,
You would have had to declare buffing, say, dexterity before you rolled.
yeah, it's fine. Just let the blood.
So,
Yes,
left
I'm right.
or right, Steel? I'm gonna let you as the player choose.
I would say, yeah, she would go left.
Okay. In that case, you would be like here, I guess. When you're done running.
Yep.
Let me just reveal a little more of various things, and you see another pool of water over there.
Yeah, in road, I would probably dive into it at the next turn.
Oh, Steel. Okay.
Fire is bad. The beast took over. It is illogical, but water.
You can spend willpower to act normally and go somewhere else, because I'm not sure if you want to go in that water.
Going in the water is a bad idea.
Okay, so Marcus, give me the dex occult roll at 6 to see if you can keep it on it. Okay. And give me the damage roll. I'm actually thinking that as weak it is, and if we're using it to maintain actions, for future campaigns we might want to make it 2 dice per blood point. And that would make it reasonable, I think, overall. More so
Probably.
than it is now.
That's
For
the
what?
main part about this that sucks.
For what again?
Don't worry about it if you're not paying attention.
Daimonia on 3.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It
Go
is-
up.
It is now burning. It's probably gonna panic on the next turn. Steel, you
Hey,
turn
I
around.
went and hit it. I went and hit it.
Yes, you get to hit it as it's starting to take off. That's absolutely true. You do get the hit. So, okay. And the damage roll, if you would.
Just the 3.
I mean, it does eye damage. It just goes running off into the tunnels. Let's see if it manages to maneuver through there. Okay. You stop, look around where to go, the beast is back, you catch out the corner of your eye. Black and orange flames surrounding it. It's right there! It's coming for you! You can feel the heat.
Fuck this noise. I mean, it's still the gangrel time.
Uh-huh. Well, luckily for you, you don't know that this might or might not be a dead end, but it's starting to look like there's only one sure way to go to escape.
I mean, if I go, like, here, and I see it's blocked, I'll probably just try and go.
You would be able
Like,
to see
around.
that this is blocked just looking around. You can see the wall there, I'd say.
If this is blocked, I would say she'll probably go like this, up and run.
Yeah, what do you guys think? I think the beast would realize just how close to the fire thing it is if he goes that direction.
Yeah, I'm not sure it would be able to. It might even just try and hide in a corner.
You can spend a willpower to go in that direction.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you would
I'm
have
going
to
to
take
spend
control
willpower.
for a moment.
Yeah, sure. I have no problem with that.
So, Mark Stevens. Take down another willpower point, and the one I forgot to subtract previously, for acting while at horribly bad wound penalties. So, dexterity, it had buffed it to 6 plus 4 brawl, that's 10 plus 2 celerity, which doesn't count because he's using the action, so 10 dice. Oh boy, big money, no whammies. Okay.
Wow, that's 7.
That is indeed 7. So strength at 7 plus claws plus this, that makes it 14, I believe.
Oh!
Which
Luckily,
is
it's just claws.
which is halved to 7 because she has Flesh of Marble running.
Ugh.
And it just slides off her activated fortitude. She just gives him a sad smile, slowly shakes her head. Swipes at him, he gets his reserved dodge. Or his reserved block, rather.
Yep.
Which was 10 plus 2. So yeah, blocks it. Yeah, right. Connor, you were putting the stuff out and you spent a willpower for that, right?
Yeah.
So you're just, as you're patting yourself down, getting the fires out, or trying to, you just hear this sound like stone smashing into stone repeatedly behind you.
What would be the difficulty for taking out the fire?
Just 6. I am a generous god.
Yeah, -1.
Like, the flash of ignite is so hot that essentially it ignites all parts of your clothing at once, so it burns up really quickly. And
Probably
yeah,
not burning.
that is enough to prevent you from taking any more damage from that. You are essentially at what you were at, and since the fire is out, you can roll courage at, we can call it a 6 to see if you snap out of it on the next turn.
Alright.
So make those rolls now so we know, essentially.
First 6. So it's 5.
Okay, and one more. Okay, you're good.
good.
You know, I just like the fact that Estelle has, you know, the immunity to Rotrek and Frenzy, which she achieved through a lifetime of meditation, and this other gangrel achieved through highly illegal pacts with an Earthbound in about a few weeks.
The battle of the opposites.
So, I think that leaves us with two things. It leaves us with Jackalor patting out the remnants of the flames on what remains of his clothing. And... oh, here's the thing. You both would be out of ammo because your extra clips would have exploded as well.
Well, shit.
But yes, you can pat that out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always the demon daggers. You could use those as a weapon.
No, thank you.
You have your silver daggers. Wait, no one has those. That's unfortunate.
Dope.
I gave
I
one
have
to
to ask
Connor.
you-
I gave one to Connor. Connor has a silver dagger.
I think they were
Yeah, there was,
minus 4. I think they were -2/-2 on both attack and damage.
I think they
Something
were.
like that. Something like that.
Yeah. I know the fire sword was -3 on one and -4 on something else. I think it was -3 to hit.
I have to ask real quick. It's difficulty what to do this?
6.
6, right?
Yes.
Get out of the fire.
You're good. You do not take any more damage
Yeah.
either.
Yay, I'm not on fire
Safe.
anymore.
For now.
Whatever?
Here's some awesome news. If we get some blood in you, you can actually heal it back up pretty easy. Here's the
Yeah.
bad news. Marcus is pretty low on blood right now. He's kind of flaming on a current mimic currently.
Ah,
Yeah, you would
I
have to
understand.
keep going after it in order to keep the flame on.
What do you think my action's gonna be?
Yeah, good, just checking. But Mark does have one more glorious strike against, someone that's probably just gonna laugh at him for even trying. So that's extra 5, right? So
Indeed. It's like
That's
one
two.
more die than the last time. So eight,
Dex,
like 8
magic
dice.
dex.
yes, so it's a total of 8 successes. So 7 extras plus 7 from his strength plus 1 from close, so 13.
Round it up.
No, it.
Flesh of marble.
Yes, I forgot. I fucking forgot. Sure, we'll round it up because it's brutal as is. And nope, he just slams down on her like, bitch, die. Honey, I'm an elder.
Flesh of marble, actually.
Please, you're embarrassing yourself.
Oh my fucking god.
One hits but cannot damage, the other cannot hit or damage but soaks everything.
She was splitting. She was using half her dice to make sure her body was between this dude and Connor if he tried to strike at Connor. She was saving his
that's
life.
why she only
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's an expert.
Because she didn't know what he was gonna do. He just hit Connor just barely. Almost.
So yeah.
All right.
That's
That's that turn. Let us roll for the mimic, staying courageous in the face of Bernie death. Let's see if that would last a considerable amount of time. Not really. So yeah, if you keep the flame on him for one more turn, at most he's just gonna be perma-panicked until he burns up or the fire goes out for some reason.
Like jumping in water.
Yeah.
Don't know about that.
So essentially there might be a huddling mimic with 1 health level after the campaign is over somewhere in the case, like, please, please just let me spawn my progeny, I want to infect the world, it was what I was made for! Just pretending to be a mousetrap with cheese in it until a rat comes around so it can feed.
The poor mimic.
Okay, so next turn, Jackalor, what do?
I mean, fuck am I going to do? I guess I need to search for ammo, because I'm pretty fucking useless without my ammo.
Where are you gonna find ammo? Who
In your
even
fucking
has
play.
FAMASs? I think, did you?
Wait.
Marcus does. That's why
Marcus
he's using
does?
one hand on the fire.
Right.
Oh.
You're the only one who has a FAMAS who wasn't in the fire. So you have... I'm gonna let you have enough clips to essentially give 1 clip to each of them. If you want. And then you'll be essentially left with whatever's in your gun. Because you wouldn't have brought like 5 or 6 clips each. It'd be more like 3 or 4.
Probably
Yeah.
shot it like... Maybe.
You can just hand over the gun to me.
I'm considering just giving the FAMAS to them. Let me double check how much ammo I have. I have been keeping track of it, so...
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I
see...
I haven't been shooting almost at all, so
I record record that. I recorded
Just
that
need
somewhere
my heavy pistol ammo as well.
in my
Dude,
inventory.
you keep telling me you had more ammo. I will re-roll that damage for that exploding on you at a higher dice pool.
No, please though.
So help me, I'm this close to doing it.
I don't even. I just had something in my. Don't worry.
Any firearms you had on you had the powder either burn up safely inside the casing without, ripping your sides open or exploded in your face. It's gone.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I just wouldn't say they were deleting all of it.
The gun mechanisms probably aren't damaged because they weren't, it wasn't enough to ignite metal, though it was close. But
Oh.
essentially, any
No,
polymer grips and the like, those were parts of what was burning.
I accidentally put the FAMAS rounds in my demonic silverline dagger for some reason. Let's put that in the right spot.
I don't know how you loaded those in there, but congratulations.
It's epic magic. It's fine.
So, Chackalor, what does Robert do?
I mean, I'll just guess wait until Marcus, if Marcus wants to hand me his gun or something.
Or there
I'm
are-
sorry, I'm busy running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
take his gun from him and he can just let it go?
No,
You have
because
your
he
gun.
moves before you.
True. So I can't actually do anything.
There is a Malkavian still screaming into his gag here. Still!
I guess I can help. I guess
Fucker,
I can help
we're
him out.
busy.
So yes, I'll try to help out the Malkavian screaming at his gag over there. Oh, my turn.
Okay. Estelle, well, Connor seems okay now. She will attempt to dominate the dude. Well, would she? How smart is she?
Hardest thing. Guy's almost in torpor. I'm gonna dominate him. What?
Yeah, I mean, she would want to kill him, but probably has to, and I'm just thinking back, because she knows that you're immune to mind control and your demon is weaker and nicer.
Yep.
So no, she would go for the kill, because she can't trust that shit to work. And, well, Mark is gonna reserve one action for let dodge, and right, Estelle would pop fortitude because, it's what you do.
Kinda important.
Yeah. That kind of kept her alive so hard there. Mark is gonna pop into fortitude, pop 2 into celerity, and you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna use his main action, one of his celerity actions, to just try and kill Connor. And 1 celerity for dodging. The Mimic would like to chase Georgia still, and what would Connor like to do?
So the crazy guy is going to try to kill me.
Yes.
So I could just
He's
go
heavily wounded. Like, super heavily wounded.
And
Okay,
but fortitude, lots of it.
yeah. So I could try to dodge. Wouldn't
But try to
just
run, dodge, or shoot him would be the main actions.
Wouldn't
Yes.
just go to the corner and obfuscate?
Yes, you could. But he would see which corner you go around, so that would be with stealth at 7 to see if you can manage to successfully hide from him without him stumbling into you all the same.
With stealth, I have one specialization in stealth. Hiding.
It wouldn't help with Well, actually, it's not a discipline roll strictly, so
It
yes,
would.
it would here. Marcus, what do?
Yeah.
Follow. Keep flame on.
Like, you can easily make it to, like, here and take your main action on keeping the flame on.
Like I can actually get almost all the way to him, I believe.
How
I have a
high
total
are
of
you
19.
buffed? Because
I
you
have
have half your jogging speed.
6. 6 plus 2 from celerity.
S-
Total is 19.
So,
Divide that by 2, I have 9. So I can get up to here.
huh? Yeah, fair enough. And Georgia, what do?
I see this dude coming towards me, right?
Oh yes,
I have obfuscate.
you do.
To be fair, I don't want to go towards him, so down and under. I will not spend a willpower, but I will try to just go down the tunnel.
If you don't spend a willpower, the beast will head for the water.
Okay, I'm going to spend a willpower,
Okay.
then go down. You know, like here, and obfuscate.
Okay.
You want me to roll with stealth?
No.
Yeah, no, you're just gonna get fucked there.
Yeah.
These things are far more connected to the Earthbound than the vampires, and while it can probably only ride one mind like this, homing it in on an obfuscated dude, you are in its reliquary. It knows exactly where you are, and the mimic will home in on you. Not that you know that, but you're about to in a second.
Yeah. I mean, I do not
Not
know
that this
it.
mimic will know about it either. It's kind of on fire in a real way. Oh
I
wait,
mean-
no, it succeeded for one turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
This turn, it's still going after Georgia, so it might get just close enough to panic in the room with her. Yeah, I think that's probably what's gonna happen, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, Marcus, you
There's
may
a
move
chance
up.
I
And
just burn. There's a chance I just burn it to death here. There is a chance.
it still has 9 health levels by the count.
If I do 5, it'll be close. But yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you don't completely fuck up this fire roll, it's gonna be taking full. You know what? I think I might have forgotten to take down for it starting to catch fire, so I'm gonna give you an extra health level there on the mimic. There. It's a date.
All right.
So, yes, Georgia moves away. Marcus, your turn.
Down here.
Mm-hmm.
I already took the blood for it, so. Didn't
No,
really do
you
much.
roll to keep the fire on, and then you roll the damage.
Oh, that's right. Keep fire on.
Mm-hmm. So now
Keep the
roll for
fire
damage. There, see? I am a generous god these days. I have mellowed in my old age.
Yay! It flames on real well.
It does. And now just a roaring furnace of orange flame comes around the corner, Georgia. The beast realizes I have made a horrible mistake.
Where does the beast want to go? Like, this is blocked.
Yes, it wants to whimper in that corner forever.
I am going to whimper in that fucking corner forever. Then. You know, there is nothing I can do, and I'm not spending any more power.
Did I give the mimics greater speed? I think I gave them like 1.5 the normal. Don't think that's quite enough to reach him and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would be, but these are narrow quarters. I think that sounds like a Dex Athletics at like an 8, given how on fire it is and how hurt. What do you think? Does that sound fair? See if he can grab
sure.
her.
Multiple successes to really take the hit without penalties, but to take
Yeah.
a simple wipe, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, full hit.
Oh. Yeah, I would say a fiery
Yeah, it's
punch
so
or some
difficult.
shit. Oh my god.
Misses. I botched.
It punched!
It runs around the corner, it swipes at you, and you see its feet just slide forward under it in a sizzling pool of acid from where it's bleeding from its appendages. It slides on its ass next to you, very much on fire. And the beast is still like, no! Why? But it doesn't hug you.
I mean something, right?
So,
Georgia's experience in this place is a nightmare.
So here is the funny part of this all. Georgia hasn't taken any damage yet. On anything. No, not the knife, weapons, nothing. She's pristine. Oh my god.
Georgia is totally terrified as fuck, despite not actually receiving damage, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
So, Connor.
Okay.
Your wit stealth at 7. Hiding counts.
Would I spend a willpower on that?
I'd say not, because this is a don't die horribly kind of a thing.
Yeah, but so he could spend on wound penalties, so he has all his dice.
You can spend
Yeah,
it
you
on
can do
wound
that.
penalties, certainly, yes.
Okay.
But this is essentially a combat defensive action that you're doing.
So. Okay. 7. My fate is on the dice gods.
Now, I will let him attempt to counter with perception alertness, and I'm debating between 8 or 9 as the difficulty, because while this is happening semi-simultaneously, Connor does have obfuscate to help him.
Yeah.
I'd say 9.
Yeah.
I think he has obfuscate too, so.
Yeah. And I also have Discipline Prodigy on Obfuscate, so. He
Didn't
has-
That
even know
doesn't
that.
help, he's not piercing this. And, you know... Yeah, he rushes out, and he doesn't attack you with his main action, but it's just a long enough pause that he is essentially gonna get another attempt to home in on you with his celerity action. And if he can get enough successes at 9 to reach a total of 4, then he can attack you with his celerity action. But
Okay.
it does mean that the stealth has a chance of finishing him.
Finish him.
There is a chance. So 12
He
dice.
did
So
hold one celerity as a dodge, if I remember right.
he did. He has
Yep.
2.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, this might
Good
hit.
dice.
So I did specifically say dodge, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did specifically say dodge.
Okay, so 6 plus 3. That's 9 plus 2 automatic successes. Okay, it connects.
Fucking finally.
So that's 14 ag. Potentially.
10.
Well, he's fucked.
4
Get
gets
it to the
soaked
dam.
by the... You know, you see his eyes focus towards you, squinting, trying to see through the invisibility, and then just a claw appears through his face from behind. Bitch.
He dead.
He's dead.
You know, I was reminded that Steel hasn't taken any damage, so on next turn I'm pretty sure I need to force him to take at least an ag.
I mean, on my turn,
Don't
I will
worry,
try
I'll
and
help
get-
you.
I will try and get as far away as I can, even blocked. Like, I will literally try to claw my way through this.
You are not getting away, there's not enough room, and that's a stone fucking wall, Steel. No, your only way out is over the fire.
But if I go, I will take aggravate.
Yes. And if you stay,
Exactly.
you might take aggravated. Steel, you have been lucky so far. Everyone gets fucked at least a little.
I
Well,
mean,
Steel's been fucked in the other way.
yes!
Do I see any
true.
scars on him? No, I don't.
No.
They're all on the inside, so they don't count.
I love you, Chris. I fucking love you.
So, Jackalor, you
Yeah.
move to do things with the Malkavian. Do you wish to just ungag him, or do you want to try and start untying him as well?
I'm gagging him first, then start untying him. Actually, I'm tying him first because, and then I'm gagging because he can gag himself.
Okay. Give me Dex Athletics to get the bindings off. Unless you have something that fits better. Do you?
I don't think so. Don't believe so. I really don't.
You can use the larceny that to help with this.
Oh, yes. Good. I have 3 dice instead of 2. Amazing.
4, because it's Dex and Celerity.
-2.
Oh. Well, you also take a minus from the vest.
Oh yeah, that's 2. I only have 2 dice then.
Well, make a start then.
Hey! Best untire around.
Just he pulls one hand free, rips at the guy. Fucking finally!
Character.
Let me actually check his thing. I think I made one roll for him. Jackalor, roll a luck die. You got
Okay.
here pretty quickly, so difficulty 4. But there's still a chance he might already be corrupted.
I mean, we may have gotten here fairly quickly, but it was still a few hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he is still fine. I mean, I actually made rolls to see whether he would get corrupted. I just made a
Okay.
single roll, but the result was
We'll see if that
close.
goes well for him.
Yeah, the length of time was essentially 24 hours. And there were few enough successes on the demon side that it would have taken him potentially until the start of the next night to get here and still be able to save him. So, you could have come tomorrow the first thing. If you
Oh,
really...
the sooner the better.
Yep. But no, he's still Sabbat. And we're gonna say that these are starting to go out now. Because not all turns are necessarily... God damn it. Accidentally deleted a bunch of cultists there. Whoops!
I know the feeling.
Okay, so that is done. Next turn. What do? Finish untying the Malk, Jackalor?
Yep. That's about what I can do.
Estelle is gonna turn on Auspex and look for more threats. The Mimic is just gonna trash around wildly on the ground. Connor.
Is going to. There was werewolves on the room behind, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to go there and drain the werewolf and heal and buff his strength. And stamina a little bit more.
Okay, when you go there, some of those werewolves will be to a significant extent drained. One will be essentially, drunk. Because the gangrel was doing the same thing. Marcus.
I know what Marcus is gonna do with how well that success went on the fire.
Yes.
So it's just burning up. It's probably gonna die pretty soon.
Probably.
He's gonna go back and use his flame while he can to throw it at the possessed Malkavian.
Alright, I think you botched something and
I double botched.
Yeah.
I double botched on a perception.
Oh shit.
So I'm convinced he's possessed by the demon.
Okay.
You fool! He's possessed.
Like, what?
Oh dear. Okay. Roll for it.
Oh,
mean-
doesn't Georgia? Georgia's just staying down. Okay, good point.
Georgia,
Yeah, go up there.
Georgia needs
I
to
have a
give me.
question.
No, Georgia needs to give me Dex Athletics at 9 to see if she can avoid getting acid and/or fire on her.
At
As
9.
yes, as the mimic is dying in agony and spreading out in a pool of badness, right in her face.
All right.
Because everyone gets fucked a little. Okay.
Do you have like
DB.
lightning reflexes or anything? Because that'd be
I have
amazing.
parkour. I also have lightning reflexes.
Steel
6, 7, 8, 9.
essentially climbs up and wedges himself, arms and legs spread out, pressed against the walls, above the ground. You, in order to stay there, the beast will buff your strength to 6 over this turn and the next. But you are staying there. You are not coming down.
It's fine. You know, I'm
Spider girl, spider girl.
I am literally spider girl. So I am at 4
Yep.
right now.
Okay, so, Marcus. How much blood are you putting into the...
I'm just keeping it going because I can do that.
just 1 point then?
Yep.
Okay.
I want to make sure he dies. I don't have much blood to do it. I'm gonna make sure he dies.
Okay.
So get up here, throw flame at him.
Let's see how many health levels is he actually damaged. Okay, a lot. He's at like mold then with lethal.
And I do hit him. I do believe.
So you just feel this dark shadow pass over you, and then there's black flames over over the
That's
dude.
not expected.
This may have been unexpected. Who knows?
A surprise
Two
to be
points of
sure,
aggravated
and an unwelcome one.
Yes.
He just looks at you. Why? He's still alive and he's conscious, by the way. Okay, you take your drink, Connor. Estelle is scanning for threats. Good, good, good. We handled that as GM rolls already. Good. And you were just continuing to untie him. Roll willpower to yank your hands away in time, Jackalor. To see if you can
I will.
afford to avoid fire bad, that is.
6 difficulty 6, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yay!
You were kind of right on top of him, carefully picking away at things, so I think difficulty 6 on Dex Athletics.
Arg.
Have 2
Yeah, I
dice.
like 2 dice. No, 1 die.
Yeah, Yeah, it is good to know this is actually a pretty big flame at this point.
It is. He's essentially burning as a torch. So you just in time. You can feel the heat, like the hairs on your arms just got singed off there. But somehow, just somehow, you managed to get back. Okay, so that's that turn. You are, strangely enough, for now, out of combat.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Spend another point. He's gonna burn to ash.
Okay, you have spent another point. So, Epic, I'm gonna need you to give me a willpower roll. In order to stay in control of the fire, I think we're gonna do it like this.
It starts off pretty low, right?
Yes, and in particular, you have Iron Will. So what I was thinking was, how about you roll at like 5? And we're gonna roll the damage dice the fire currently has at 9. And essentially
okay.
it's gonna do something weird or unexpected or bad. Like burn Jackalor, for example, if it overcomes you.
Oh god, no.
And you manage to stay in control of it. But
I am
you
very
can...
well in control of it.
Yeah, but you're starting to feel that it's a lot. You're straining against it. You've really opened the gates here.
Totally. If he burns to ash, we're fine. I think he burns to ash.
That is just enough to burn him to ash.
Well,
You actually feel the fire. It's almost like a faint whisper. Burn it all. Burn it all. Consume.
Don't worry. We might do that soon. But now,
I mean, you've already started. You could just drain Jackal or go for it.
What? No! I just killed this guy.
He's wounded. He can't really resist you.
I disapprove this plan.
nope. I'm disconnecting it now. On the other hand, I'm gonna go drain Carlos.
yay! More shit for you.
Okay. Are you hungry while doing this?
Totally.
I think with as much werewolf as you've done, you're instantly in a frenzy there.
Yep.
You're not stopping till he's consumed.
Stay
So
up the rest.
Carlos was here for a very short time. So let us see if the corruption has had a chance to set in to enough of an extent to be dangerous to you. And we'll see. Just Carlos's passive willpower as the counter roll. That's 6. Well, apparently you're taking a roll for that.
Wow.
I have to get blood somehow, and I don't know of any other places that weren't burned to a crisp right now.
Yeah,
So,
you are gonna be taking... I'm gonna give you like 5 points from him, because he was in combat before this, and you would essentially stop your frenzy when you ate his soul. So,
sure.
so give me like a willpower roll or two to see if you can, you know, consume him.
I spend a willpower point on the first one here.
That was to resist, or that 9?
It's about consuming him. I'm not spending willpower points against the corruption.
Okay, and that 9 is for the corruption, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in practice that means that you go up to 9 plus 3 for your base and take another tick. So next time if you fail the resist, which you probably will at this point, you're gonna be potentially rolling against Squidar, and we're gonna see about just how hard it is for him to corrupt you.
Yep. Alright. So, now it's time to eat a person. Nom nom nom.
And this is what you were
The
saving your
willpower.
willpower for, right?
Well, partly. I was wondering if it was going to be this guy or a certain elder over there. Looks like it's going to be him.
You know, yeah, like 5 points of fortitude and flesh of marble is hard for someone to overcome and just serve her up to you.
It's a bit heavy on the digestion side.
Possibly.
Marcus,
I have ways around it, which is why I was still trying to keep quite a bit of willpower for it. But again, it was
If-
just kind of whichever one ends up going, I guess.
if Marcus tried to consume her, she would be rolling her willpower, given Marcus's iron will, at like a 9 plus 1, and Marcus would be rolling at 6 to stay in control. There's a chance, but it's not really a chance.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
very close. In generation as
So-
well.
Anything in particular happened with this guy besides having a ton of experience?
Well, first, we need to see how much you would need to spend in order to consume him, because his willpower isn't really drained, he's just been torpid and then corrupted.
Yeah.
So he couldn't actively resist.
Oh, then I don't actually need to spend a willpower point because there's no particular reason to, right? He's torpid, so he's not really resisting.
It's not a counter roll versus him, you just need to drain his temp points. Yes.
I think we did this at difficulty 8?
Yes, this is an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 2. Keep going. And that's enough. So, you have Obtenebration at 3 and Dominate at 2 currently, right?
Correct.
Potence is at 2, I believe.
Yep.
You don't have Auspex.
Nope.
Okay, so you could get Obtenebration 4, essentially natively, if you spend willpower. By default, you would get... Okay. With Carlos, it's weird because his experience is... I mean, it's hard to judge how old he is. He's probably something like 200, maybe 250. So, why don't we make this a single willpower roll at... I mean, you have Iron Well. So we're gonna call it an 8 to see if you can get a third discipline dot from him, as opposed to just 2. Because it's close enough that I'm willing to be generous. Yeah, I'd say that's enough. So, by default, you would just get 3 potence here, I think. Alternatively, you could get... There's a dot of Obtenebration on table, and he has Auspex 3. If you want to spend willpower to take something else.
So, natively, 2 points of potence and 1 of obtenebration? Is that what you're saying?
No, the way we rule it is like the biggest discipline, you essentially go into that and you take as much... Wait, no, he's higher gen than you. So that you would be able to go up to potence 4 on this. And then you would get Auspex 1. Because bigger differences kick in first.
Okay. So, I think I will accept getting potence to 2, but I'll spend a willpower point to get obtenebration 4.
Okay, that works, so you would be at 4 and 4. But I will tell you this. The Obtenebration 4 is gonna be yours, but Riadal would have to repact you to raise it to 5. With the pact.
So it'll be a 4-4. Yay.
Yeah, and you have those...
And I'll have a 4.
Yeah, like, this just means
if
that...
that's the... Actually, I think my character would know that, right?
You can guess. Like... Yeah, you
Probably
can...
just gather the aspects then. You
Okay.
probably would just get the aspects.
Because the needs of this fight come first.
Yes. Also because he actually doesn't care too much about raising his obtenebration.
Mhm.
It was mainly just for this fight. If he could get it to 5, that would be good. If not, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so, because Obtenebration, like physical disciplines, that's sure, we can say that those would scale, but Obtenebration is trickier and more of a mystic thing. And
Sure.
needs more
That's fine.
fine-tuned reconfiguration.
I have no problem with it. All
Mhm.
good. I just explaining, what his thought process was on spending a willpower point for it. It was so that his stuff would be stronger against this fight.
Yeah,
It wasn't because he actually wants, opt-integration.
that's perfectly fine. So
Hell, he
Carlos
wants Auspex more.
crumbles into ash. And, you can feel the echo in there. Oh no, this one used to be a Malkavian, or was made by a Malkavian. There's just this echo of intense madness. Luckily, it's far off
Okay,
and faint,
that's good.
but
Carlos took over a Malkavian body. Fuck. Didn't know that.
whoops! Oh, damn.
At least you're far away.
It is a very far away because he took over her body and had it for a while. Luckily, it's only detectable and not probably causing anything.
Actually, she was never actually a Malkavian. She was a caitiff. Remember?
That's right. Yeah.
That's
she
what
was-
saved you,
she
because
was
the way
caitiff.
we've ruled it is essentially you get the clan characteristics of the new body. So
Yep.
she would not become a La Sombra, not unless he did something really powerful to reconnect to being a La Sombra.
Yep. But she was a caitiff that was made by a Malkavian. It's
Yes.
great.
Bye, Katrina. You had a good run.
I killed her. I finally killed my child. Oh, wait. No. Different character. Oh, well.
Meanwhile, outside, Satan is swearing fealty to Riadal right now. Wait, what? No,
Wouldn't be
don't!
surprised.
Sounds logical.
Nah,
So,
Satan shows up a couple of days later, maybe if you win, but yeah,
We'll have to see.
he wouldn't
Yeah,
be
I think
able
so.
to see the outcome of this in advance. I would say it's too much
I doubt it.
power here. No,